market which was there right in front of me, it had totally vanished. So I had to find out a new market, a new venue. That is one of the another reason, how we started evolving into the cleaning service.
Reinventing yourself.
Reinventing myself and the business. Life is not going to be the same anymore, and it was frightening. I had several sleepless nights during those days. We cut more than 90%.
Okay.
You can't be everything to everybody.
Right.
You need to really focus. Every day you feel good that another day has passed and that has been successful, and we are closer to the goal.
Today, I have my distinct pleasure to have Mr. Babu Vincent on our show. This is the first of many to come. I'm just super excited because over the years I have known him. I think I know him for like 40 years now. And in the last 20 years, when he started his 25 years, when he started his Service Square as a business, I know I was deeply involved back then. Unfortunately, I lost touch with him, but now I'm back in the game, and it's a distinct pleasure to have him here. He's been an executive at a major cargo company, courier company, back in the days, and now he's leading a revolutionary service-oriented company in Chennai. And let's see what the conversation goes. He's an entrepreneur by heart, and I really mean it. And I cannot have to wait to have that conversation with you, Mr. Vincent.
Thank you so much, Sudev. In fact, I'm so grateful that you called me for this podcast, because you were one of my inspirations for learning things digital and a lot about marketing. And you helped me to sort of blog a lot in the past. And I'm so happy that I'm with you again to speak regarding my experiences in this journey of entrepreneurship. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It's my distinct pleasure. So let's rewind a little back. So I know my dad and you were great friends in a company called First Flight back in the days, I think from 85, 86 onwards, all the way till 2000. So you were there for a long, long, long time, and you built that company from scratch. And now, at sometime in 2000, you took a leap of faith and started your own company called Service Square. So, what prompted you to make that leap of faith?
When I was in First Flight, almost everything that I touched turned to gold. So I thought that it is going to be cakewalk if I started something on my own. And besides that, like I was craving to do something on my own and
Okay.
prove myself. So those were the motivations.
Cool. So when you started Service Square, I'm told that there were about 150 different services that you were offering to your clients. And those days when you started, it was in the year 2000, correct?
Yes, 2000.
We did not have an app, or we did not have, even the websites were very archaic in that nature when you compare today to what it is today. So how, as a founder, how chaotic it was to manage all those 150 different offerings at the same time.
You used the right word. It was really chaotic, and managing 150 services for about 50,000 employees spread across 50 locations. It was a terrible task, and it was a burnout almost most of the time, because I was very concerned about providing fantastic services to the customers that we had. And at the same time, it was not easy to manage all this number of services, 150 services.
Eventually, you made a massive pivot into to doing what you're doing today, and you said at that point in time you had to cut 90% of the task. How difficult was it?
No, it was actually, we cut more than 90%.
Okay.
It was much bigger than that. So it was the realization that, like you can't be everything to everybody.
Right.
You need to really focus. And that was an experience, which lingers with me even now. And that is what is actually forcing me or inducing me to get into decluttering, because clutter of any kind is a bad thing for the organization or for individuals or for homes.
Got it. So you think your business was a clutter before, and then you decluttered, and then got into a lean, mean state now?
Precisely, precisely.
Okay. And that's the origin of the word in real sense.
Yeah, that is actually what decluttering means.
Okay.
Because this is you need to focus. If you want to have quality, you need to focus, and that was a very important realization, and that is something which I'm trying to follow in my life and also in the lives of our customers, trying to bring that service and make that service popular for a lot of our customers.
Got it. So, from my experience, many entrepreneurs, they struggle to transition from doing the work to managing the business. In what I used to call was, if you are an entrepreneur, you should not be in the business. You should be working on the business. So, what's your thought on that?
See, my feeling is that it is always very, very important uh, to get into the trenches and then get your hands dirty before being able to sort of strategically manage the business. Without really understanding the business in depth, I think it is really not possible to be strategic about it, because it's understanding the business with my heart, with my whole being, is actually a part of the process of learning and being good at what I'm doing.
Got it. So, let's take a look at the service square model today. Who are you actually targeting?
We are targeting the ambitious executives and managers who have the money to spend but don't have the time. And they are ambitious and they want to do well in life and they want to have a balanced life, work life balance.
Got it. So you wanted to add value to them by probably helping them buy back their time.
Exactly,
Got
exactly.
it. So was that just good target marketing, or was it because you experienced the same, while you were leading this corporate life when you were leading that?
It is actually both. It's a realization that you need time, quiet and calm times for yourself in order to really focus on doing what is actually very, very important. And doing all this non-rewarding tasks like cleaning a home, that can be given to somebody else, outsourced to somebody else, an organization, and that can save you a tremendous lot of time. And that is actually, time is actually money.
Right, right, absolutely. Your business operates, from what I know, in a very highly unorganized sector where you have these blue collar employees who are working for you. How do you pitch a premium corporate brand to a customer who's used to paying cheap local rates?
I believe there are a lot of people who are interested in quality.
Right.
Uh, for them, getting the best is more important than, saving money here and there. So we are targeting that segment. And that segment, fortunately, is becoming larger and larger with the passage of time. So earlier we had a lot of problem, a lot of problem getting customers to accept our rates. But these days, we find that getting customers is not a major problem on our terms.
It's keeping them.
Yes, yes, it is
Okay.
not a problem.
Got it. So I know that you have several hundreds of five-star Google reviews.
We have more than 1,000 Google
Of them,
reviews.
more than thousands.
Yeah,
Congratulations on that.
yeah. Its rating is 4.7.
4.7. Okay. So you know that in the service industry, a single mistake can actually ruin your reputation. So what's the secret behind maintaining such high quality, highly rated reviews and feedback from your actual users?
See, there are two aspects to it. One is our logo is got a smile
Yeah.
on a
Yeah, I remember
square.
that square. Yes.
Yeah, part of the smile is inside the square and the other half
Or the
outside.
outside. Yes.
What it shows is that if you are really wanting to provide happy services for customers, you need to have employees who are happy inside the organization.
Very nice.
And secondly, I got an insight, through a friend of mine. He sent me an email where he is discussing about Peter Drucker.
Yeah.
When a few people came and met him, housekeeping executives of a large organization. So they came and met him and asked him for advice about how to go into the future. So what he told them was very significant. He said, "See, you are actually going to do work with people at the lower level, at the lowest level of society, and yet you will need to sort of make them functional and extremely good at what they are doing." So we do everything possible to make that happen. Make the people feel empowered, so and give them a lot of power and belief in themselves. Apart from teaching them about quality, we also teach them how to be good human beings, good at customer service.
Right.
So this has actually gone a long way in order to sort of get the type of business that we want to have.
Got
And
it.
that is really the biggest part in our evolution as an organization.
Cool. So your logo, I'm sure there's a story behind it, why you put it, and you already explained some part of it. But your tagline also says "service with a heart."
Okay.
Can you expand on that a little bit?
These days, when technology is very, very important, and like people believe that it is just you click a button and you get the service that at your doorstep, and it is things are very, very easy. But what people forget is that they want experiences.
Right.
People are looking for experiences, not just transactions. Where we found that like right from the start, till now, when people speak about the service that we provide, they always speak about the feelings that our employees
It's an
provoke.
experience that you
It's
give.
always an experience. And just yesterday, when we got a feedback from a customer, it was written feedback. She mentioned that it is always a pleasure dealing with your people.
I know how
So
it is. Always dealing with you. I know it's always been a pleasure. Yeah.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
And we make that possible for customers to get that sort of feelings,
Right.
and that is what keeps us apart from the competition.
Got it. So you've been in business for what, 26 years now?
26 years in
And
Service Square.
counting?
Yeah, we want to go a long way. I
Long
think
way.
there's a long way for us to go.
So these days, having a business last more than 5 years, it's difficult. What is the secret behind such a business that's been running for like 26 years, and that too a service oriented business like what you're doing? It's, first of all, it's amazing, and congratulations to you for what you're doing.
I think this is a phase when a lot of businesses are not able to sustain because of the invasion of technology and so many other things. But this is a service I think that is going to stay for a very, very long time, because people really need this and people don't have time, and they need a clean environment. They are learning from different parts of the world that cleanliness is actually very, very important for them to move into life like a springboard.
Right.
And so like we provide that space for people to enjoy a clean environment, so that also feel good.
Great. So let's talk a little bit about the company culture. You've been running this company for 26 years. I know that you, as an entrepreneur, you want to set the right example. And what are some of the best practices that you have in your company where you are aligning yourselves with the team and with the, knowing very well that they are who they are, and so how do you go about doing that on a day-to-day basis?
See, one is, this we empower the people. In
Yeah.
fact, we do not have supervisors to go and supervise every job.
Right.
Instead, among the team, within the team, there is always a leader. And he is that person, who is ensuring that everything goes on according to plan and that quality is never compromised and customer service is not compromised. So we empower people within the organization. In fact, like when I speak to the employees, I don't speak to them. They are actually not even people from Tamil Nadu. They
Right.
come
Okay.
from Assam and
Oh, okay.
Tripura, Bihar, and various other parts of the country. And I do not speak to them with any hint of disrespect. I call them, in fact, aap
They're part of the
instead of
family.
tum.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I give them that respect. And, like they have come to expect that respect, wherever they go.
Hmm.
So they are very dignified wherever they go. And they also know that a valuable part of the organization. And they display that in whatever they do. So customers feel really, really great seeing people like that.
Got it. Yeah, how do you train and motivate them? To get that customer delightment from your customers. How do you train these blue collar workers? Because it's difficult to. It's not always easy to convince them. It's not always easy to satisfy them. But this constant motivation is something that is important.
So one is as I told you, we make them responsible for
Right.
getting the job done the way that customers expect. And secondly, we have a daily meeting. Every day in the morning, we meet for about 15 minutes.
Okay.
And during that time, I speak to them about life, about business, about customer service, various aspects, where they are able to learn. And because I don't want them to continue in Service Square as cleaning staff, I
Right.
want them to be
Grow.
entrepreneurs at a later
Hmm.
point of time.
Very nice.
So, so I try to sort of teach them as much as possible. And there is another aspect, which is, we don't collect money upfront. We collect the money after the service is done.
Delivered.
And thirdly, we also tell the customers, in case you are not happy with any aspect of a service, we redo.
Hmm.
And you don't have to sort of give us any proof or anything like that. You're not happy, just tell us. We send up people and get it redone. And because of this factor alone, our people, make it a point to make sure that every job is done only once with
Awesome.
perfection.
Excellent. So you talked about one point, alignment in the morning for 15 minutes. So is that something that you've been doing for how many years?
From the beginning.
From the beginning,
From the
26
beginning,
years.
yes.
Every day.
Every day.
Wow.
We start that, we believe certain rituals are very, very important. This is a ritual, which is helping us, and, we want to use it even in a bigger way to create more impact for customers.
Great. So I know I've been watching your progress and I've been seeing what you've been doing. On your website, you have you call it standardized process. Process optimization, process standardization is very, very important. Can you give me some examples of what kind of process standardization that you have done to make sure that customers get a seamless experience?
No, there are several steps in the customer journey.
Right.
For example, from the time they come to us for any service, we give them a return code. And if they accept that, we'll tell them, like who is, we take down, what time they want the service, on what day they want the service. We find out exact requirement, and very often we go for inspecting the premises before we accept the service,
Right.
because we really want to understand the customer story and their specific requirements. And once that is done, we go and deliver the service at the time and hour of their choosing. And the cleaning process also, they have a certain checklist, and following this checklist, how people make sure that the works are done perfectly. And at the end of the day, once the service is done, we take a return feedback from the customers about what they found good and what they found bad, whether the rating is 5 or 4. If it is anything less than 5, I personally call up the customers to find out
Wow.
why exactly, made them give
Less
4.
than five.
Yeah,
Yeah.
less
Okay.
than 5.
Hmm.
So these are things, which we do as a part of a ritual. We know that, like if you don't follow all these steps, then we can go wrong, terribly wrong sometimes.
Right. Cool. So I know you probably one of the healthiest person that I know at what 72 now.
74.
74. Okay.
Nearly 74.
74. And I cannot believe that you still run marathons, and you've probably run about 7 or 8 marathons, right?
Yeah, I've completed 7 marathons
Seven
and
marathons. And that's like 42 kilometers.
42 kilometers. Yes.
Wow. I've not done one yet, but I'll do one day. That's my goal. My question to you is how do you find, running marathon versus running a business? Because business is definitely a marathon.
It is absolutely true because running, you need the persistence, you need the stamina, and you need the belief in yourself. And business is exactly the same. Without that stamina to not give up, even when
Yeah.
tough days are there, when problems regarding finance, regarding staff, and there are problems at plenty in running a business. And despite that, you keep going. And in marathon, like it is just the same. You sometimes, there are days when you don't want to take another step, but still, you take several hundreds more to sort of make sure that, like at the end of the day, you uh, at the end of the run you feel good, like I have
Accomplish
again
something.
accomplished something.
All right.
So it is very, very similar.
Right. So in marathon, there is a term called hitting the wall, right? In the last 26 years, where have you hit the wall in your business? Or were there any instances at all?
Yeah, there were actually times, when this. In fact, the market even shifted for
Yeah.
me in the year 2008.
Yeah.
So as I mentioned, we were doing so many services, for a very, very long time, and then the economic meltdown came,
Yes.
and then the market which was there right in front of me, it had totally vanished. So I had to find out
New
another
market.
market,
Okay.
a new market, a new venue. So that is one of the another reason, how we started evolving into the cleaning services,
Reinventing yourself.
reinventing myself and the business.
Got it.
That was but at that time it was something like, like this is the, like life is not going to be the same anymore, and it was frightening. And I had several sleepless nights during those days.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are things like that, but nothing as frightening as that. Yeah.
So, talking about marathon, you love running in the pouring, in pouring situations in Kerala, while also the running in heat wave in Chennai. Which one do you prefer? Which environment requires more entrepreneurial grit?
Playing this running in the rain is fun. But this is, as an entrepreneur, running a business is another cup of tea.
Right.
But then at the end of the day, like every day you feel good that, another day has passed and that has been successful, and we are closer to the goal that we are chasing. So that is the pleasure of it all.
Got it. So you are a proponent of being a minimalist CEO, right? You have had this business for long, and you believe in decluttering, even the business. So, what is the biggest business clutter you see other founders are wasting time on?
Sometimes people, they chase too many things, like what I did, uh, instead of focusing on a few things which are really very, very important. That the aspect of that Pareto principle,
But at
where,
80/20.
yeah, so that 20% of the things are the, if you focus on that, that itself will give you whatever you really require.
Right.
20% of the customers, or 20% of the businesses that you're doing, those, if you focus properly, I think then that
Got it.
is the essence of what business is all about.
Got it. So your blog is called Soulful Growing. Can an entrepreneur truly build a fast growing, successful business while remaining calm, spiritual, and soulful and helpful and all of those good stuff?
Especially lately, I'm realizing that if your mind is all the time running and busy with too many activities, uh, that may make you very very busy, but that may not give you the right type of progress. Progress really happens when you are able to dispassionately and calmly think about what business is all about, what needs to be done. This prioritize one's work for a day or for a month or for a year, and then move ahead in life.
Got it.
So if we try to sort of just go on with too many activities, because motion is really not progress.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Got it. So you promise the customers that you will save them 15 hours a month,
Yes.
but you yourself are busy. Are you saving 15 hours a month?
No, I wish it were true. This in my case, like I have to be honest, this is, though I preach sometimes something else, but in my life, like I keep myself busy almost, throughout the day. And most of the days I reach home after about 9 o'clock
Wow.
at night. And so, but it gives me a lot of pleasure at the end of the day, but it also makes me feel tired. That is actually a fact. But then like I think myself that if I really want the business to go on properly and to get the result that I want, I need to work hard.
Right. Absolutely. So, if you were to give a business advice to your younger self back in 2000 or whenever you started, what would be that advice? Where if you could avoid one mistake that you could have avoided, what would that be?
Uh, Maybe more than one advice. One is that declutter and
Yeah.
feel the calm within yourself in order to manage business the way you want.
Right.
And secondly, if you are able to sort of pace yourself a little bit
Hmm.
and find the time to strategize, plan things, then that also is going to. I'm not able to do it, but that's an advice that I would really want to give myself or to anybody else.
Got it. So we are in a startup ecosystem today. There's a lot of startups coming here and there. Is there any special advice that you would like to give the younger entrepreneurs who are trying to do something similar to yours? May not be in the service industry, but something similar they're trying to do.
I think the most important thing is to, when you get into something, get into it, full hearted,
Right.
and you should be ready to get your hands dirty,
Right.
and you should be willing to get into the trenches.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then, like once you really fully believe in the business and you understand the business, things will flow on their own. There is going to be a momentum that is being built.
Got it. So before we go into the rapid fire, you've done a great job in answering most of my questions. I want to ask you if you have a message to convey to your customers, your potential customers. This is the opportunity to say something, to your customers.
What I want to say is that this is the work that we do has got a tremendous effect on the in transforming not just the homes of people, but the minds of people. Like we are transforming consciousness itself,
Right.
the way our services are delivered. So I think in India we don't pay so much of attention to cleanliness, but I think it is high time that if we that we really focused on that, on cleanliness, so that we feel better. And then from the morning till the evening, that the clean environment will be something like a springboard on which we can move into our life.
Got it. So we will get into the rapid fire questions.
Okay.
You can take about 30 seconds to answer.
Okay.
But if you want to prolong that answer, I'm totally okay with that as well. So let's just get started. What is harder, funding a startup or managing a team of house cleaners?
Founding is easier than managing the team. It's always the easier part.
Cool. Bootstrapping or venture capital?
Bootstrapping is my way.
Oh, that's your way. Your biggest business asset?
My brand.
Brand. Your process, your brand.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Define a successful business in 3 words.
In 3 words. Do it well.
Oh, that's awesome. Just do it well. Okay, cool. The best cure for founder burnout?
Meditation.
That's good. I was hoping you would say run a marathon or run a 10-kilometer.
The next one would be marathon.
Next one. First is meditation.
Meditation.
Very cool.
These days I've started doing
meditation.
Yeah, it is making a lot of difference.
Oh, really? Okay. What time do you start? 5 o'clock?
Around 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
5
Do you do
o'clock
yoga?
to-
Yoga?
Not
too?
yoga, meditation.
meditation, okay.
Meditation.
1 hour? Or
Yeah, about 1 hour.
1 hour.
Minimum 30 minutes, but
Okay.
it goes on up to 1 hour.
So you should try the Vipassana. I'll give you a link to that. That's amazing. I used to practice. Now I have to
You do
restart.
that?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
do that. What is the ultimate enemy of growth?
Complacency.
Very good. If your competitors, and I know there's a lot of them now, if they could describe you in 1 word, what would that be?
Stubborn. Okay, they would put some expletives at the end of it. It's okay.
No, I think if I were your competitor, I would only have respect for you.
Okay, thank you.
Who teaches you more business, your happiest customers or your angriest reviewer?
I've always learned from the angriest customers.
Okay.
Yes.
Great. One piece of equipment your business could never survive without?
Vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner. Complete the sentence. You aren't a real entrepreneur until you have dash, 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 dash.
Peace of mind.
So it's been a pleasure to have you here, Mr. Vincent. We loved having you here. We look forward to having many conversations. I personally liked it because, I've been wanting to have this conversation for nearly 2 decades. Because ever since we got, connected and we had the journey with Service Square for some time, I've been looking forward to having a recorded conversation, which I could play and revisit as on and off, so that I could learn from what you've gone through and what you've done and what.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Sudev. It was a learning experience for me as well. I'm so glad that I had this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Look forward to many more conversations.
Thank you, Sudev. Thank you.
Cool.